welcome back to another episode of Shoe Podcast, the only sneaker podcast with a hat. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young.
Real quick, leave a little comment down below. Should we drop them? Should it be merch? Would
Dropping
you wear
hats?
it? Yeah, let us know. Should we put the hats out?
Cap or no cap?
Cap, no cap. On
No
God,
cap.
for real.
No cap, cap.
Oh, a cap that says no cap.
No cap, drop the cap. I don't really know what cap
Okay,
means. So.
there you go. Okay, yeah, we're showing our age here for sure. Hey, thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of our podcast here. Welcome to those of you who are new to the show from our interview last week with Daniel Bruce. That was a real fun one.
That was a great one. Very excited.
Yeah. And
Very excited.
on that note, if you're listening to this episode when it comes out tomorrow, is the Bruce Works Invitational downtown Lafayette, Louisiana. So if you're in the area, come on out. We'll be out there. We'll be having fun.
Yeah. I will be looking unbelievably professionally fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well groomed, well maintained.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You got the fit together in your head already? Shower.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
I have the top half and I've got the feet.
What is this, a
I just
Donald
don't
Duck
know.
situation?
I don't know what the middle's gonna be. Legally, it cannot be a Donald
Legally,
Duck
it should be
situation.
pants or shorts.
Yeah,
No.
I just don't know. I don't know which ones, but I have waist up
Okay.
confirmed,
Yeah.
ankles down confirmed. It's really
Okay.
waist to ankle. I don't
All right.
know.
And some might argue the most sensitive area. You could have everything
Yeah.
else not figured out, but that one,
Oh, yeah, society
listener-
real loose on the areas I've got covered. They're
Right,
like,
exactly, yeah.
you don't have to have that together, but
Yeah.
that
listeners
real
and viewers,
waist to ankle area.
if you're out there listening and watching, go ahead and leave some comments down below. Let us know, what should Tanner do for that middle area? What do
Yeah.
you want to see on
I'm
him?
open.
Yeah.
I'm open.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
have-
you
I
are.
don't
That's the
have a
issue.
kill.
We got to get you closed
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Restrictions.
Yep. So here we go. The beginning of the month, the most wonderful time of the month. We get to look at all the sneakers that we know of coming out this month and talk about our feelings on them. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ooh, unfortunately, some uggos.
Some, but I think overall a decent month. I think better than
Yeah.
some past. Go.
I would say October is usually a tough month because like October, November are kind of tough because they usually want to try and jam pack at the end of the year
Right.
that you're already geared up for buying.
Yeah.
But I do think some pretty interesting stuff. I do have to agree. So I've got my pillow. I'm ready to get cozy.
Cozy, but not tired. Because this is going to be edge of your seat sort of stuff. I don't want you to trick our audience into thinking get cozy, settle in, but
Well,
also be comfortable. Don't be too uncomfortable,
Be-
right in
be
between.
on edge.
You know yourself. Yeah.
There you go. Don't put the blanket on if you know you're going to fall asleep.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
That's
I'm not gonna- no.
Be responsible.
I'm not going to put the movie on if you're going to fall asleep.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
don't tell me to put the movie on just
I'm
because
going
you
to watch
want me to
something
put
else.
the movie on.
I'm going to watch
Yeah.
something else.
I want to watch
Yeah.
it with you.
That's the whole point of it. Yeah. So before we get into this month's sneakers, a real quick look back at last month, because we've said this before time and time again, but for the people who might be new here, you might not know. At the beginning of the month, we don't 100% know everything that's coming out for the month. There's stuff that gets announced along the way, and we have to get excited about it. And there was one shoe that I was particularly excited about last month that we wouldn't have known about at the beginning of it. The Claim of Stories Saucony collab on the 3D Grid Hurricane. That's right. If you follow the podcast, you saw me posting about it all weekend. You saw me crying in the comments about how I missed out on the online release of those. So, real good shoe,
sure.
a real good local story.
Hey, I'm sure there was a lot of people who
And we
joined
found a
in with
way.
you.
We found a way, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we got
Zing
him.
zong.
We got him.
Zing zong. Hey, go Tigers.
This is, it is very Go Tigers, but this is, listen, what do we got? If you count this month 3, we got 3 more months of the year. This is up there. This is up
pretty.
there for me. Yeah.
It's pretty.
So I am super excited to have these. Let us know down below if you want the unboxing video on these. I've looked. I don't think there is one on YouTube right now. So actually, like it or not, the opportunity is too good. We're probably going to be doing it, but still
what are you
engage.
asking for?
Please leave some engagement down. Yeah.
What are you asking for?
Look, and I know my man loves it now. Can we get the light in there? Nope. 2 sets of laces. You can tell from the top.
Wow. Yeah,
2
you
sets
can.
of laces. Thank you. So
That you can.
hyped on
Real
those.
cramped. Ooh, man, a double lace bunny set. Oof, I'm a big bunny lace kind of guy.
Yeah.
I know. It's the kids don't like it. They like the laces in the shoe. I'm a big bunny ear guy on my shoes.
You know, I'm normally not, but you know what I've been doing the bunny laces on lately? Jordan 1s. Top eye hole. All
Classic.
the way up. Yeah.
All the way up. Wow.
All the
that's
way
a
up. I'm
move.
strapped in for the day.
That's
I used to be
vintage.
very much up to like the top 2 holes, laces poking out the side, hanging down. These days,
Yeah.
all the way up. Like
I would.
DJ Khaled? That's all the way
He
up.
probably
Yeah.
said
Okay.
it. He said it.
Yeah.
Or
well, the
no,
song.
Fat Joe. I think that's Fat Joe.
Fat Joe was okay. You know what? Say your thing. I'll look up all the way up.
Yeah. The probably 2014, 2016 definitely had the laces sticking out. I'm a bunny ear lace kind of guy, but I usually go up until I guess right before you get to like the ankle, the 2 holes for the ankle.
Yeah.
You're telling me you lace some things all the way combat boot style.
Locked in for the day. Absolutely. Yeah.
I really like that locked in for the day.
Fat Joe and Remy Ma, by the way.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. All right. That's enough small talk. That's enough banter. Let's go ahead. What everyone came here for. Sneaker calendar. So
calendar.
The sources we'll really be looking at are Sneaker News and Kicks on Fire. They're the ones that really have the main calendars that we look at. We're just going to scroll through this thing and see what catches our eye. First things first, a real quantity over quality situation here. I mean, it's still a good looking shoe, but shout out them, or I don't know if they slid Sneaker News a 20 to be like, yeah, so we're putting out a pack and they're all just different colors. But if you could list them all separately so they show up a lot of times on your website, you know,
would do us a big solid.
Yeah. So,
Big
I mean,
solid.
All solid colors on the campus, you know, nothing to really even be upset about or mad about there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're an Adidas, fanatic, you're going to be really happy with this month.
Yeah. These first couple rows looking very Adidas heavy. The Pat Mahomes Impact Fix away.
Okay.
This OG Sambas.
Oh, away, like the away colorway. Wow.
So in football, they have games at home and they have games away. That happens in other sports too. But Pat Mahomes, I believe football.
Pat Mahomes.
Is that short for Patrick?
It is, yeah.
Well, look, they put Pat. I'm not calling him Pat. That's what upset me more because I thought it was Patrick, but they're calling him Pat as if they were like on a first name basis with him.
Yeah.
Anyways, Adidas Sambas. We got New Balance, presumably performance basketball here.
What to say? Which there is a colorway of this New Balance one that I was like, oh, that one right there.
Down here, this one?
Guess that Merlot? Maroon?
Optic white, mercury red, and gold. Oh, sorry. Sorry, not found. 404. Could you just look at this tiny picture real quick? What's the
Control and then scroll wheel up?
Whoa! That's one level in, and we're already at the top here. That's 90%? 100%.
Not a lot
of leeway there. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
yeah. Just look at the tiny one here. Just look at the tiny picture. That'll serve you well.
You know, I looked at it and I'm like, that's cool.
That's
I mean,
neat.
I'm not grabbing a basketball shoe. And then interesting, I don't know. I feel like with the realm of performance, like sneakers right now, especially basketball, it seems so weird to see a basketball shoe that's not tied like specifically to an athlete. I just feel like all of the big athletes have it. And I just imagine most people, if they're like, I'm going buy a basketball sneaker, they're like, I'm going to buy my favorite.
Yeah.
Or at least like, hey, I like Kyrie's because of this. I want Kobe's because of that. Like, I don't imagine a lot of people playing basketball. Again, I have no idea. I don't play. Let me know in the comments.
That became evident when you didn't know about home teams and away teams, by the way.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, if we really want to talk about the NBA, let's talk about the terrible jerseys that are coming out for this season. Blake.
Real stinkers. Yeah.
So just an interesting move by New Balance. Real confidence.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about it. This is, and I don't want to say this is the one from October because we don't know everything else coming out, but as of right now, this is the one from October. The retro, the 10-year anniversary of the Concepts New Balance 998 C Note. Inspired by the new $100 bill that they rolled out. I guess it's now been 10 years, which that's weird to think. Feels like we were kids when they did it, but we weren't, you know. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we were kids, but not that young, you know. So
20, 21?
Well, 20
math is.
Yeah.
Age
I thought you said 2021. I thought you were talking about the year. I was like, that was not 10 years ago, Grandpa. I'm so sorry to tell you.
Time.
Yeah. So
hold on, where's the ad block? Start working.
I know. Yeah, it's it's blocking some of them, but not all of them. Yeah. How do we close this out? Sneaker News got smart because they watched the episodes and they see me close the "Will you please disable your ad blocker?" They're not asking anymore. Now they're telling. You're gonna get
I'm
this
gonna
ad.
make the inconvenience of you closing out, but you're still catching these ads.
For those of you watching the show, we are not sponsored by eMobile. I don't want to give that impression.
Don't go to eMobile. Boo eMobile.
actively against eMobile. It's the anti-ad right now. I like that for us. That's a good look on us.
If you change zip codes, you were dropping the call, dude. They're still charging by the text.
Do me a favor, if you're out there watching any representatives from NordVPN and you want to sponsor the show so we can get ad free, you know, by all means.
I love it. eMobile, I don't.
Actively hate eMobile.
Don't even reach out. I mean, reach out. I'll take the check. We'll scrub this episode. I'll read it. I don't care.
The choice is in your hands at this point, eMobile. Your move. Yeah. The only do-it-yourself mobile app for events.
Yeah, okay, best of luck. Nobody's joining that.
Yeah. So going back to the shoes here, though, for a second, I wish they had the side-by-side with the 2013 version, because there's been some slight changes on it with... oh, man, I'm blanking on his name. Dion Point from Concepts was just... He did like a short interview with Sneaker Freaker magazine where he was commenting on it about just the changes in materials and the shape of last over the past 10 years, you know, that it's, you can't get everything exactly like the first one, but they also kind of enjoy that pivot and change from it. I think the biggest change from the original one is that now the outsole on the new one kind of has this lip on the back of it here, if you can see from the picture I've got on this, where it juts out a little bit more. I think in the first version of this it was a little more flat, but
gotcha. Well, I mean, also, you know, you may have that, you know, adjustment with the 998 over, you know, 10 years, New Balance making a change.
Exactly. It's
so, but I think a great, you know, I do like that. I do. I mean, it can be good and it can be bad. Like, I think obviously when the Bacons got retroed, I think that was a fantastic retro. This, just from the pictures, I think will probably join the ranks. You do have, you know, those occasions like the Burgundy 5s that came out, where a lot of people were like, oh, this was so far from that original that I just don't know if I can get behind it. Yeah. But I would imagine for Concepts, or really anyone who does an anniversary, having slight changes, I think, can bring that refreshment and almost like that re-excitement back from it, rather than just being like, yeah, okay, let's do it again.
Right.
Like, it's 10 years, so it's special, but I'm sure for everyone that was involved with this anniversary, it gives a little bit of that breath of fresh air to it. So it's good.
Yeah. So
it's so good.
As of recording, these are releasing tomorrow. As of release, these released yesterday. So we're in a weird limbo where we're looking forward to it and everyone listening is looking back on it. But
yeah,
I don't know. Your thoughts? Would you go for these?
Yeah.
Here's my only thing. They're made in USA, which means the materials are going to be nice, but they're made in USA, which means the price is going to be $220. So it's,
well, hey, it's a C note.
Yeah, it's two. It's two and a fifth of a C note, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's math. That's quick math for you. Maybe there's a C note in the box, and so then you're just kind of getting your money back on these.
I like that.
Concepts, if you're listening, you've got, let's call it, 2.5 hours until release day. If you're listening to this by chance, you're a time traveler and you want to throw that idea in there, go for it.
Why not?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be difficult.
Look at all the ads. They got so smart with their ad blocker now.
I know. We're not. Those other two small ads really got away from it. eMobile really had to take the body blows.
Listen, sorry for everyone listening who's now realizing that this is a pretty shoddy production that we're running here, but we do the most with what we have, honestly.
Yeah. But just remember, listening or watching, Forget E-Note, okay?
Listen, yeah,
or whatever it is. I already forgot it.
Here's the thing: if you're listening, you don't know there's any ads. You can't see them, so it's the
That's
one
true.
time listeners are winning over viewers. I would say.
Very true. Also, Dime.
Yeah, you and I were just briefly kind of talking about this. Here's okay, and not to harp on it, but here's the thing. Stop giving me the pop out about please allow ads on our site when you're going to do it anyways.
And the weirdest knockoff stuff. Gaiam TV.
And
What
I
is
can't even
that?
close the ad.
Transformation Network? No.
Sneaker News, the audacity.
Well, hold on now. Video streaming for the awakened mind. Well,
No, hang on. No.
darn, I want to click.
I would crop it out right now on the screen, but the second we're done with this bit and I have to go reset it for the next time, I'm going to be mad at myself. So
Yeah.
maybe in post, I just blur the entire bottom of our screen right now. Oreo churros, that looks...
It's like, oh, hold on now.
I am so sorry for anyone who's this your first episode. You're like, are they ever going to talk about sneakers? We're trying, okay? We're normally not distracted by the ads.
Slide in that
We're
ad
all-
next time.
We're
Oreo
all,
churros.
we're all exploring new territory together for the first time here, okay? This is the learning curve for all of us. These Dime Vans are thicker than an Oreo churros, I'll tell you right now. Look at these bad boys.
Sure are. They were like, yo, we are bringing back early 2000s skate, baby.
Yeah, which good on them.
It
Good
is
on them.
Okay. Which, I mean, Vans just recently did that with the, I don't know what, I can't remember what shoe it was, but they had real chunky laces.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
Not
not something I
wrong.
need, but it's something that's cute to see happen.
I like it.
I mean, even similarly, Ambush with the Air More
Up-tempos?
Up-Tempo, they're doing the same thing.
Low,
This
though.
was talked about, but this was talked about that like they're doing their take on if the up-tempos were mixed with a chunky skate shoe. I'm pretty sure that's what this is supposed to be
okay.
going for here. I'm trying to
Then
read
a
as
low
quick
makes
as I
sense.
can. Yeah, so I can't seem to find it, but I'd read in some of the reviews or saw on YouTube that that's kind of what they're going for here.
Thought it was an Anheuser-Busch collab.
The Nike Jaw 1, you wanted to talk about this one a little bit here?
I really like it.
Yeah.
I think the look is really cool. Again, I know it's just a very simple, there's some churros.
I scrolled as quick as I could so we wouldn't have to look at it.
I'm going to catch it. Very simple color, which is great. I honestly, when I first saw these on Instagram, just kind of scrolling on the explore page, I thought they were an off-white. I was
Okay.
like, off-white doing a basketball shoe? Just because I saw like the text on the side.
Mm-hmm. Which
is
they've
very
since,
interesting.
They've since covered up,
Looks like-
I believe.
I
Yeah.
see that.
So that was in
Which-
the early leaks or early previews that it was
There
going
it
to
is,
have,
yeah.
we ain't ducking no smoke. And then I think they've
Which-
since decided they're going to cover that up.
Well, you know.
Listen, Nike, right here at the camera. Grow a pair. Just commit to something, you know?
I don't know if you know anything about the Second Amendment.
All right. Go back.
We ain't ducking no smoke.
The only smoke we're ducking, E-Mobile. I'll tell you right now.
Emo.
They don't
Yo,
want the smoke, I'll tell you.
everyone listening to this episode right now, like, subscribe, and rate our episode first. 5 stars is much appreciated, but I understand 4, especially for the
For
Oreo
what
churro
we're putting
ads.
you through right now? Yeah.
I'm okay. We'll get you back on the next one. I guarantee it. I can guarantee it. But after you done like, follow, and subscribe, I need you to go rating bomb E-Mobile. I want to see a 1 star.
Find their
on
Instagram,
E-Mobile.
reply to every comment, mark as spam. Every comment,
Yeah.
mark as spam. We need to get them banned. Yeah.
Yeah, because we are creating smoke with E-Mobile.
You know
I
what's-
want a
It's so funny.
beef.
We spent 10 minutes before we started recording testing everything because if you caught the last at home episode, the quality was a little dodgy. Got all the settings dialed in. I pull up all these tabs, right? Like for us to look at the calendars, but I don't click on any listings to see the one thing we needed to do, get a new ad blocker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sold out. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
Also, what's the percentage you think that like Ja Morant sent that as a text, but like his iPhone accidentally autocorrected ducking? You know what I mean? Like,
I think it comes from he said it in an interview. I thought
Yeah,
that it
I know.
was. Oh,
it was just a joke.
Oh, sorry.
It was just a joke.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Pat Mahomes is short for Patrick. I don't know if you caught that earlier. Yeah.
Taylor Swift is.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, don't get me started on that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't get the football guy into it.
We got the next colorway of the Adidas Crazy Infinity here. First one went 10 times harder, you know?
Yeah. Well,
That was the
they
one
were
we talked about last month.
Kanye, who?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these
We
are the
can
ones
do it too.
These are the ones inspired by the Kobe's. But this is it.
That's true.
That's
I
how
forget
bad
about
the
those.
all black colorway looks on it. You didn't recognize that it's
God.
the one that looks very Fear of God inspired ish.
Yeah.
At least the
Yeah.
last colorway, I mean. But yeah, they had these at Shakeback Sunday. Shout out Politics. That was a great time this past week. And makes me glad I didn't pick up the last pair. I knew it would be kind of a tough shoe to pull off, and it's still the first colorway looks a million times better, but maybe it was seeing it in all black that I was like, oh, I definitely don't need that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so let's talk about this a little bit. You and I both separately got excited about this. The Simpsons and Adidas collab, and we're not talking Homer in the bushes, but that one did just come out. But we got the Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie collaboration here. You a big Simpsons guy?
I was.
What happened?
Not that I'm anti Simpsons. I don't know the last time I watched a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, there's
More
there's
of a
like
Bob's Burger guy.
There's like Shoes, which you love, Simpsons, which you're indifferent on, and then there's E-Mobile, which you absolutely hate.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. Not on
Rigid
E-Mobile.
is about to get looped in too. All right, breakthrough blockages. I doubt it.
Wait, that's drain cleaning equipment. Oh, I'm thinking of the Ridge. The Ridge makes the wallets.
Oh, wallet.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I
stop
saw
putting
breakthrough
ad
blockages, and I
placements
was
in
like,
here.
how does a money clip break through a blockage? What's your blockage? Being broke? I don't know.
We haven't even seen that ad. We keep putting ads in here.
So this is the best one, I think, from the pack.
Oh, for sure.
You watch Simpsons. I did not. Which character is this? Is this Itchy or Scratchy?
Gotta be Scratchy.
Fake Simpsons fan? We're finding out together here.
I told you. Yeah. I just feel like cats be scratching, and mice are itchy because of the plague.
Good. Yeah, that's actually a really good guess. I'll give you that.
Thanks.
I wanted
and
to
then
watch
Poochie because I guess pooch.
Right. I wanted to watch Simpsons this year for the first time for Treehouse of Horror because I want to see if I would get into that because I know it's a thing.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Siri, set the timer for 1 month. Go ahead, check back with us when we're doing this episode for November. I'm going to put you on. Tanner, you're responsible for that. First thing I need you to ask me, did you watch The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? Yeah.
I will say Treehouse of Horror collection is pretty great. They've gotten a little they've toned down on it. It used to be real out there, but
yeah. Okay.
Treehouse of Horror, real good.
Anything else we need to say about these?
Blue.
Moving on. Got the Needles, Asics, Atmos, and Solomon. Yo, rest in peace, Atmos, real quick. And not for good, but I don't know. Did you see the news today? They're closing all the U.S. locations and Atmos Online in the U.S.
No.
We probably talked about this when it happened, but it's been 2 years. I forgot that Foot Locker owns Atmos.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
We probably 2021. I think they acquired them, and I'm sure we talked about it at the time, but it's been 2 years and I forgot. Yeah, they announced today they're closing all of the U.S. Atmos locations and Atmos Online. So, rest in peace for a real one there.
Crazy, the online too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and cry crocodile tears as if I've ever bought anything from Atmos, but I like a lot of the designs they've done, and they still exist as a brand, just not here in the U.S. Go ahead and talk to me about the Air Footscape Woven. What are your thoughts on this?
Stop doing it.
Altogether, the silhouette, not a fan of it?
Altogether.
What do you dislike about it? The woven? Yeah. Find something you do like. What do you hate more on the screen right now? The Air Footscape Woven or the E-Mobile ad?
I'm going to have to say I'm really not liking the E-Mobile ad right now.
Legally obligated to say a weird distance from the E-Mobile ad.
Yeah. So, Woven, you better be happy that it's that, not the Rigid ad, because that one just popped in. Yeah, I just don't, I don't know. I just don't like it. Looks weird.
I was talking to the guys at Ruckus about this today. Shout out Ruckus as always, because they have the first woven retro that they did this year, the giraffe print looking one, which some people are saying cow print. It looks like giraffe print to me. Anyways, and we were just kind of talking about how we feel about it. And my thoughts are that I'm looking for, because the shoe itself is so crazy, I don't need wild animal print hair on it, you know? Like I was telling them, and this
Already that, yeah, fair.
ties back to what we were just saying. I have the Atmos Air Max ones, the all over safari print. So it's like, if I want a hairy animal print shoe, I've got my one covered.
Yeah. Well, and then like you said, you don't need too much crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Too much crazy is a bad thing.
So, but I also like, I want somewhere in between giraffe print and like black and gray. You know, like, because black and gray, a little boring to put on a shoe this crazy. Just give me something, split the difference. Meet me in the middle.
Give me some amber.
Yeah.
You know,
so the color of my energy.
Jade.
Yeah.
Give me a jade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Just any way I look at the shoe, I'm just like, I don't like it.
I think my wife would hate if I
and
brought
it
home
goes
a pair.
all the way around.
Oh, it's all the way. It's all the way up, Fat Joe and Remy Ma. That's right. I think my wife would hate if I brought home a pair of these, but I'm just curious to try a pair. Oh, I was saying to the guys at Ruckus today, and I'm sure you can agree, I don't have a nostalgia for these because I was not super into these when they came out. So I know for a lot of people who were super into Footscapes at the time, they're excited about this. I don't have that, but I'm just kind of curious because it's such a wild looking shoe, you know?
It is definitely out there.
For sure.
It looks like
Look at that. What are they putting? They putting mousse in this? How are they getting it so shiny? The hair, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah. All right. Let me get that off your screen. Listen,
Worst.
at this point, the eye bleach we need might be a full page E-Mobile ad. By the end of this episode, it's going to be so clear that we're not affiliated with E-Mobile that I'm not worried about the legalities of showing their ads on our screen for the entire episode here. I don't think anyone will be confused into thinking we have any affiliation with them.
Yeah, we've made it past. We've clear made it past the 10-minute ad or YouTube mark for the video. So it's about to get real vulgar.
It's about to, the swear's about to fly. You know what?
It's gonna get real mature.
Go ahead and do me a favor. Put E-Mobile's stock ticker on the screen at the beginning and put it on the screen at the end, and let's watch it drop in real time.
And exactly. It's about to get real 18 plus in here.
Yeah. So, we got New Balance. We got Air Maxes in clean colorways. You know, good solid colorways.
Clean look.
Not a big Terminator low guy. Shout out Alfred Banks. I know he's a big Terminator guy, and we were actually talking about these over the weekend. They had these at Shakeback. I like the colorway though. Decent colorway on the Terminator, but
material looks good.
Yeah. I think the thing about the Terminator that always throws it off for me is I'm so used to with Jordans and Dunks, that mud guard you have around the toe. I'm used to seeing a little heel panel as well right there. And to not see it there, it just feels so imbalanced towards the front of it. I'm just used to looking for that. But
it does look pretty heavy.
This is a really good colorway on it.
I like it.
Let's see what else we got. LeBron's coming out. Shout out Alfred Banks. He was also giving me shit over the week. He was giving us shit. You're joining on it. On not being big into performance basketball shoes. Which is like his thing. And my thing was like, Alfred, you sat in a room with us for an hour. You looked at us. You could tell we're not performance basketball guys.
Yeah. What makes it look like at any given moment I'm going to be athletic?
Alfred, I'm out of breath getting to the nosebleeds of a Pelicans game. I'll tell you right now.
I'm not even getting that high. I'm not going.
I'm deciding to go there. Yeah.
I can watch it on the TV.
Yeah. Shout out him. Ideally, we're going to see him. Back to the plug here. Go to the Bruce Works Invitational tomorrow from when you're listening to this, Saturday, October 7th.
Please.
October 7th. That night, stay in Lafayette, go to Blue Moon Saloon, and go see Alfred Banks perform. We'll also be there.
We're going to be there live streaming his event for free. He doesn't know that yet.
Alfred Banks is going to be on E-Mobile. You heard it here first. We squashed the beef by the time this episode comes out.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Real homey moment.
We got. Yeah. Decent colorways on the Nike Dunk Low, except not always.
You can't.
The Dunk Low Vintage you were talking about. You like
yes.
these?
I really do. I mean, look, here's the thing. I am a sucker for a yellowed midsole. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I just think it looks so cool. I'm just like, it looks really good. I love that like pre-worn vintage look. I've been on it for a while now. So anytime a shoe comes out that has that just like pre-worn little vintage hint to it, I'm like, it's great.
This is
I
doing
mean,
it for
yeah,
you.
it's just a Panda. But again, I'm like, I think Panda's. I mean, it's solid,
Yeah. Yeah.
solid colorway. It's just black and white. I get it. Obviously, they overdid it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's a good looking shoe. It's a good looking colorway.
Not bad.
And like I said,
It's not
I just
bad.
love a yellowed midsole.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, nothing crazy,
You're sa-
nothing out of there.
You
just
say it with
good-
such a sue me attitude. I love a yellow midsole. Sue me.
Sue me.
Unless you're
Okay.
immobile. Literally don't. But
My dad owns a dealership.
yeah. Stone Island New Balance 991 V2s.
Yo, go ahead, Stone Island.
These, I think, had an early release on their website today, October 4th, and the whole thing got like DDoS'd and bought it to hell, and no one was able to buy anything, to the point where I think they actually shut down the release. I don't think they sold to bots, but people were going dummy hard for these. Personally, bigger fan of the 574 that came out earlier this year.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah,
So,
that one
but
that
this
one
is not
definitely had
bad.
just more to it. It's just a lot of black. Again, this is this. It's like you see the shoe and you're like, man, that's good. You see a rolling backpack behind it. Calling sick.
Calling sick. The Adidas Ultra 4D Spider-Man 2.
It's like I'm so upset because it's so cool. Is that Juju?
So why does this guy look unhappy to be wearing these shoes? He looks like really bothered that someone bothered to take a picture of him. Oh, man.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's Juju Smith. I don't know how to pronounce his actual last name.
I don't know who that
He's
is.
got a hyphen last name. He's a wide receiver. Plays in the NFL. Football guy.
Oh, football. Oh, home teams and away teams. Pat Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what team he was on the Steelers. I don't know where he is now. Maybe the Chiefs.
The
That'd
Marvel,
be crazy if he's on
the
the Chiefs. I have no
Marvelverse.
idea.
Seems like it.
Hey, gold. No, never mind. Too much of a jerk. You think what position do you think Spider-Man's playing on a football team?
That's the content people came here for. And bold of you to assume I know more than two positions on a football team. Kicker. He's lean. He's quick. He's got kicker build, I would say.
I would assume wide receiver or like a quarterback just because he could like good hands,
Well, that's not
the
legal.
webs.
It's not legal. He can't bring his superpowers into the game. There might not be any rule that says a dog can't play basketball, but I'm pretty sure there's a rule that says you can't use webs in the NFL.
They did ban stick him.
Yeah.
But doesn't he have like super strength? So he would be able to like
Peter Parker?
kick the ball. Well, Peter Parker is still
But that's,
Spider-Man.
it's not illegal to be strong. If it was illegal to be strong, Dwayne The Rock Johnson would be locked up for life.
Okay, but he's not he's not an athlete, and two, he doesn't have
Dwayne The Rock
superhuman
Johnson,
strength.
not an athlete?
He's not an athlete.
Have you seen the
He's
way
not
he
playing any
moves in
sports.
Jumanji? It's athletic.
Okay, well that's athletic and then all right. Now we're going downhill.
Wait, he
Great looking
wrestled.
shoe. Love the
Time
color.
out. He wrestled. That's all right.
Okay,
All right.
It's scripted.
You know what's so bad? I'm not mad at you for you calling him not an athlete. I'm mad at me for spending 30 seconds remembering him as an actor and then going, wait, what was he doing before he was? Oh, wait, he was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler. Yeah, but the outcome is I feel like steroids is pretty okay in wrestling. I feel like it should be at least. Like they're like, yeah,
I'm at the
look
point
as
now
big as
where
possible.
I'm like, Tanner, talk about the shoes.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, it's on the
Get out of
4D.
pocket. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's on the 4D. It's
Yeah.
like, it makes the most sense. This is probably the best collab for 4D. Looks like it was made with
It
spider
looks
webs.
like webs. Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, that's awesome.
I mean, I think it's not something I want to wear, but I think in terms of the theme and the element here, which seems to be from this first picture, his symbiote suit. Forgive me, all. I have not watched a Spider-Man in a minute.
Mason really gonna flame the comments.
He's already unhappy about this one, but it seems like going from like the black 4D up the shoe and kind of that element they're doing there, like it's not for me, but I think they did a good job on it, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I thought I mean, Venom is what I kind of thought of,
Right,
but
right.
that's my Spider-Man knowledge is a little
Yeah, that's where it is.
dated, but it's great. It's a good looking shoe. I agree. Really good looking shoe.
Real quick, I want to take a quick look at the Nike Air Humara, because I thought I saw a Seth Fowler video where he mentioned these. Real quick, just scanning this. I don't know if this is true, and I might be remembering the wrong shoe here, but I thought he was talking about how these were inspired by the Air Force One. I think that's a different shoe. Because I don't really see it. He was talking about some shoe that was inspired by the Air Force One, and it looked kind of ACG-ish, which these look kind of ACG-ish.
Yeah.
So anyways, all that to say, I'm kind of into this shoe, and I'm remembering the completely wrong shoe, and I still hate the E-Mobile ad at the bottom of the screen.
All my friends hate E-Mobile.
All of them. Boycott
All my
E-Mobile.
enemies hate E-Mobile.
All my enemies love E-Mobile.
No one likes E-Mobile.
Oh, wow. That's, yeah, they're not my enemies because they love it. There's just no one to even love it to begin with.
Yeah.
Got it.
They're like,
Okay.
I really don't like
I
this
got
guy,
that.
but I agree with him on this. Hey,
Oh,
they were
that's
like, just in case you didn't want vintage Panda. Now you get
but that's
fresh
so
Panda.
funny. We looked at this earlier, and I was like, "Oh, they're restyling the pandas and introducing the red panda. They're doing it on the same day, supposedly, October 27th. That's
We'll
funny.
see.
Yeah. Thoughts on the red panda compared to OG pandas?
OG Pandas.
Wow. Okay.
Just because of the material on the red Pandas.
What do you dislike in here?
That fuzzy. It looks too fuzzy.
I think it's
but
a
I don't know
long
if that's just a
suede.
picture. Yeah.
There you go. There's your close up. Okay.
Well.
That didn't do him any favors getting close up on it.
No.
I like the tongue on these. I don't know what material that is, but I feel like I haven't seen them
Does
really
look
use
cool.
that before. Yeah. I think it's cool. Tell me, is this let's get to the side of the shot here. Cleveland Browns?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Maybe
reached
Cavs.
really deep to make a football reference for you to not immediately have some reaction, slightly hurt, but
Maybe Cavs. I guess. I mean, the Cleveland Browns are more orange than red.
okay. Well, this is
Maybe-
orangish red.
I guess, yeah. But maybe Buccaneers? Guess you could.
Go Bucks?
Guess you could say. They're struggling.
Okay. Yeah, not a good time. Speaking of struggling, we got the Corn and Adidas cameras. Thanks for getting us TOS real quick. Now the whole episode's blacklisted.
Unfortunately. So was my throat.
I I love that these come with a guitar pick on like the little chain on them.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Slipknot took the blood drumstick, so they
They did. Yeah.
had to really go out of the box.
I love that I
for
told
this
you
one.
that fact maybe 16 years ago, and it has lived in your head rent free for 16 years now.
It's one of my, if people are like asking for a fun fact, that's what I tell them.
Two truths and a lie at like at the freshman orientation.
Shit you not. I'm telling it to like 19-year-olds who just started at work. They're like, what's something interesting? I'm like, you ever heard of the band Slipknot? They're like,
Yeah.
Nope. And I'm like, well, I'm still going to tell you this fact.
Yeah. Now it requires an asterisk now because that drummer, Joey Jordison, has passed away. It's their old drummer who had the stick, not their current drummer.
I don't consider their current drummer the drummer.
That's fair, and a lot of people don't, but just letting you know in case someone tries to hit you with an actually, you know?
That's whenever I assault them.
Yeah. So, what do you think about these? Are these freaks unleashed or what? It's a new water bottle, by the way. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say this is more Twister Transistor than Freak on a Leash.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
You're testing me because those are the two songs I know. Yeah.
I was about to say, please
Yeah.
don't say a third.
Please don't push me on a third Korn reference. Yeah.
I mean, you probably could have given me,
But I think these have
combo
some
words.
history to them because I think Korn was wearing Adidas in like early music videos. Yeah.
But apparently there was some weird beef because they
Oh.
did.
No, they did a
And then
song. They did a song. Hang on.
I think there was some weird beef too. Like they wanted to do a collab, but Adidas said no. So then they.
They have a song called Adidas.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Yeah. That's what it is. So
New metal.
all day I dream about not shoes.
No.
So there you have it. Don't look ahead. No screen peeking. Korn, good on them. Good on them to finally get the shoe.
Yeah. You don't get to see the Bad Bunnies. Guess they're
Yep.
not coming out.
Yeah, they're too bad. Those bunnies are too bad. And then supposedly the Halloween lineup for the end of the month is
Terrible.
looking a little lackluster here.
Send back to the kitchen.
It's not done yet. Cook it.
Yeah. It's so
Oh, look.
scary by how bad it is.
A
Then there-
a tree house of horror specific shoe.
Which is I look at the shoe and I'm like, I don't know.
Bart. It's just Bart. I don't know about Tree House of Horror, but it is Bart.
I guess the box.
Which these oh, interesting. I don't know what's going on here. These versus the Bart Nike SB Dunk lows head to head. Who you got?
Oh, dunks.
Dunks for sure. I like the rope laces on these. I got to read a little bit more about these to understand what's going on. Let me get back to you in a month when I've watched Tree House of Horror. Again, you're going to hold me accountable for that.
100%. With this memory, don't forget nothing.
No, November. You can't see any of it. That's the general side. On the Jordan side, you got the Jordan 6 Aquas, which I feel safe going on the record as you don't need to take iconic Jordan colorways and put them on other Jordans.
No,
just a
that's
thought.
okay. That's
Just a thought. Okay, these Gore-Tex looking kind of cool. The Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Golf, which I think is going to be the one a lot of people talk about. Listen, I know you see Jordan 1 Low, and I know you see Travis Scott, and you think this is it. You don't need to go get it. I'm pretty sure the golf shoes have a different sole to them than the other Jordan 1s. To where you see how raised that outsole is? This is not your average Jordan 1. You don't need this.
You're not playing golf, and if you are, you're not good.
I can't go that way with it because I wore Jordan 1s today and I'm not playing basketball, but
Okay, it's Jordan 1s. No one is playing basketball in Jordan 1s anymore.
Yeah, not.
If it was 1988, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
To the sky.
Well, just because no one's playing it anymore,
Oh.
The Jordan 1, the satin breads. These had the shock drop on the sneakers app today, and I watched it go by.
Yeah.
I hovered.
Oh, yeah.
And I was curious, and I was like, and then I was like, nah.
I saw that notification. I was like, why are you even telling me this?
Yeah. So,
where's my Oreo churro notification?
As anti-e-mobile as we are open to Oreo churros sliding in the DMs. Oreos, if you're out there listening, specifically a representative from the churro division, and you want to send us a DM on Instagram at shoepodcast, please
let us know. And if you don't, you know the damage we can do. Site e-mobile.
We will drag your brand. Let's look at the Kicks on Fire side and see if they have anything that maybe we missed through sneaker news.
A mid-varsity Royal.
Yeah. This is Air
Jordan 1 low, red toe. Okay. All right,
Yeah. Whoa. Jordan 1 Elevate High. That is a tall shoe.
Well, it's elevated.
I got to see real quick. What is going on here? Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot going on here. Yeah.
That's patterns.
Oh, for Native American Heritage Month. Okay. Got it. But that's still a lot visually.
That is patterns. I do like the heel on it. Very cool.
So far, I'm seeing no ads on Kicks on Fire. And normally we would do both calendars, but going forward, pending I can't figure out the ad blocker issue, Kicks on Fire might have our money. And by our money, I mean not our money, but
Yeah. You guys are doing okay.
Yeah, you'll get by without old Shoe Podcast throwing a buck your way.
Better than us.
Yeah. So I like.
What do you think? What do you think they would be more mad at? Me watching it on your screen or the actual ad block?
Oh, like me streaming the ad?
Yeah. Yeesh.
Sneaker news. If you want to have a representative reach out for comment, you can. Listen, Politics has
I don't
these,
check the email.
And I thought about it because I've been wanting to get a Vomero 5 so bad. I want to know what all the hype is about and try it for myself. And I thought about these, but I just couldn't do it.
I remember a while ago, maybe last month when we were at Ruckus, I heard a lot of good things about these. I just don't think I can get behind them.
I love the guys at Ruckus, but they simp for the Vomero 5. Which, listen, and it might be justified. I don't know yet, but good on them. And that's part of the reason why I'm so curious to try it. So it's not me dragging them. It's me saying they're working on me, But I want to try a Vomero 5. I just haven't found the one yet.
Interesting color, though.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we're doing interesting stuff with the Air Force One. Hang on. So we got the bedazzled. Yeah, we got the bedazzled edition here. Just the swoosh. Just on the outside. You couldn't even commit and do both sides?
No, How much
too
glue
expensive.
that would be?
Yeah. Yeah.
A real diamond right there.
Okay. And then what do we got here? These are your grandpa's Air
I was
Force
about to
Ones.
say,
He wore these.
that looks like that nice little, underneath the placemat at your granny's house. I got that like nice frill to it.
That's so oddly specific, but I know what you're talking about here. Yeah. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, bedazzled theme. It's a bedazzled pack. Okay. We're getting bedazzled, everyone.
That's where the swoosh from the other side came from.
It went on the Air Max 90. It had to go somewhere.
We
Oh,
ain't got it like that.
You're not going to like this.
It's terrible.
I feel like the woven, I don't need leather panels on it.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
What
We're
are you
doing
doing?
croc. So I guess that's kind of the running theme here. Oh, hang on. Hold, please. I don't know what month this is. February of 2018. I mean, it's an older shoe, but okay. Let's keep going. Grant Taylor? Who's Grant Taylor? I got to assume he's an athlete and that's your division.
Number 98? I have no idea.
This is the one. Okay, this is the one I was talking about this in the Seth Fowler video. I'm pretty sure. The Air Force One Wild. See, doesn't this look kind of ACG-ish?
Oh, for sure.
It's got Air Force One in the name, so I know to look for it, and I can kind of see it now.
Yeah.
But overall, this looks kind of ACG-ish to me. I'm kind of into these.
It's not terrible.
Not to the point that I think I want to get a pair, but I like it,
Some Wheaties?
Look at that out. That's so ACG-ish. Yeah.
That is.
These are your Wheaties. Let's see what else we got. The Air Jordan 2 Low Women's Chicago remix. Let me tell you, the original was better, okay? We don't need the remix on this one. Save the label some money. Get out of the studio. Okay, we don't need the remix.
Ooh, there you go.
The only good remixes, Ignition remix. Can you name one more? Not the artist, just the music.
Okay.
We could separate it.
Maybe Don't Like? Another
think-
artist?
I think wasn't the Cha-Cha Slide was the Casper Slide Part 2. Wasn't that like a remix? Mambo number 5, there were 4 Mambos that came before it.
Yeah, but is that a remix or just a fifth?
Oh, like a sequel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you seen the article floating around that like Stephen King would listen to Mambo number 5 a lot and his wife hated it? After the show. That's the after show. We'll wrap
Sounds
up
like
on that.
An Onion article.
You know what? I'm not even going to save it for after the show. Let's get through the shoes and then I'll bring it up on screen together and we'll see how wrong I am.
There you go.
This is not something I need, the Jordan 1 mid grade school 6 championships, but like for a quick set, this is like if you whipped your head, you would be like, was that a Chunky Dunky
Chunky
mid?
Dunky?
Yeah, like if you whipped your head real quick, you'd be like, was that a Chunky Dunky mid?
Just that blue and yellow for sure.
Well, the green and then the multicolor on it, yeah. Funny the way that works. All right, going.
Just
Possibly
bottom?
the weirdest shot of the Stone Island New Balance. The sole, but coming blurry at you as if you're about to get curb stomped. I'm like, is that the last thing I'm going to see?
It's so funny because in my head, I always view Kicks on Fire as like this weird, like, just really counting their change in their pocket to keep it up. And then you see something like that, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's.
You view Kicks on Fire as the Wikipedia, where it's like, if you saw an ad at the top of the page that said for $2, if everyone viewing this, we would hit our goal, and you would consider clicking it because you're like, they're really trying. Yeah.
They're putting together something.
Which, speaking of, hang on. That changed very much from the thumbnail. I was just about to say, someone's got the wrong mock-up here.
What's going on there?
Do they have the old mock-up still in here? No. Okay, good on that. But update the thumbnail, please.
Yeah. Well,
We're trying to run a podcast here. Could you update the thumbnails, please?
could you?
Whoa. What in the future episode of SpongeBob are these? Who's Craig Green? Can we get a name look? British fashion designer. Checks out.
What if styrofoam was your shoes?
But styrofoam was silver.
Yeah. Okay, Banksy.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'd be all right if I didn't know that existed. Yeah.
Yeah. We get it. Disney World. Ooh.
Wow. Okay, look, they're really
Hold on. Yeah.
they're really trying to turn the Air Force One into an outdoor shoe. Look
like-
at this thing.
What if it had a pop-up tent?
Yeah. I hope none of the pictures show what it looks like underneath there.
It better not.
Oh, actually
with the tent,
underwhelming.
though.
Actually underwhelming. I wish I hadn't.
Keep the tent on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is cool though.
I all the hooks on the side of it are wild. You don't have the shroud on it, thinking of everything your foot could get stuck on in a day. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I like that Nike logo though. Cool.
That is cool. There's the corns. Oh, and they're doing a campus, but they're also doing a super modified.
Ooh.
That looks fun.
Oh wow.
That's twice in one day. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these. We talked about these months ago, I feel like.
I feel like forever ago, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
Okay,
going to
so I
be the
guess that's
Halloween
it.
dunk this year. Yeah, the
Okay.
the Halloween SB dunk this year. Candy corns, which not bad, not my favorite,
Yeah.
but I
I
think,
like it. It's cute. It's cute.
it is cute. It's cute. Good for them.
Better than the dragon
The
scale.
Python
shit.
stuff, yeah.
Lord.
All right. We're kind of cruising here, but oh,
Adidas
yeah.
Forum?
Look, both of us at the same time. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
It's cute.
This is kind of
Hold on,
cool. Let's see what else
Yeah.
going on here.
Yeah,
Let's see
let me see that tongue. Look at the little stitches on it.
I'm going to take that soundbite and use it out of context 1000%. He said what? Yeah. Okay. That little jack-o'-lantern patch on the side, very cute.
How about to say that's some cuteness right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, show
Okay.
me more of him.
Okay, this is a good one. I stand by this.
And he's sewn onto the shoe. You ain't losing him.
Well, I wish it were removable so that.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Well, I mean,
Well,
everything's
I think it's
removable.
perfect. Exactly.
Everything's
That was
removable.
such a me thing to say, by the way. Well, everything's removable. Yeah,
Your
with enough
skin can be
determination.
removed.
Okay, I wouldn't have taken it there. Hannibal on the show tonight. Jeez. All right, that's the end of it. Not because of what you said, but because that's the end of October, but also kind of because of what you said. So,
I just had to get the point across.
yeah, thanks everyone for hanging in there. That was a long one, but that was a fun one along the way. It's been a minute since we did an episode because we had the interview last week, so we were overdue.
Being real goofy.
We're just two silly guys. So, if you made it this far in the episode and you're watching
you.
on YouTube, first off, love you. Second off, I hate E-Mobile. Third off,
Yeah.
leave a comment down below and let us know what sneaker release in October are you most looking forward to. If you're listening on Spotify, that'll be our Q&A. So right down beneath the episode description, you can leave that and let us know. We like reading those. It'll be fun. Good time for all of us. You gonna do the rest of the episode like Cyclops? There it is. All right. I'll go ahead and I'll roll the socials here because I think that's where we're at in the show. I had a friend, shout out Max, he suggested this to me, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. You can find our website at shoepodcast.com, and you can find us on all the socials at shoepodcast except for where you can't. And now we just sit in silence while the rest of them scroll across the bottom of the screen. Ooh, okay, here's one I actually should call out. That was YouTube. This last one, Patreon, not up anymore. Shout out to everyone who ever subscribed to the Patreon and was a patron of the show. We went ahead and
real ones.
Closed that down. So we might be looking for a way going forward. Really, the goal there is that we don't want another separate place for a community to exist. So it's either going forward like through Instagram or YouTube or Discord, which I would say are like the three places we're most active. We're going to try to have our community and a way to support us exist in one of those spaces rather than a whole nother thing that we're trying to kind of manage over there separately. So wherever you're hanging out and listening to the show, Instagram, no, you're not listening on Instagram, but YouTube or Spotify, keep an eye out. We might have a little subscribe feature there in the future if you want to support our little show.
There you go.
Okay. It's been a lot of talking. You got anything you want to wrap up with here?
It's about to get cold, so now's a good time to make sure that you if you got a house, make sure that you cover your pipes. So make sure you got some nice insulated covers for that. Get them now, and get ready.
There you go. Bundle up.
Gumbo watch has turned to a gumbo warning.
Oh, now that's the real closer there. I like that. So thank you everyone for checking out another episode of Shoe Podcast. We'll be back whenever with whatever. One more time before you go, if you're listening to this on the day it comes out, tomorrow is the Baruch Works Invitational, downtown Lafayette. It's going to be a good, fun time. Come hang out with us. We will be there, and we'll be back on this platform whenever we feel like it with whatever we want to talk about. I'm your co-host, Ryan Landry.
I'm your co-host, Tanner Young.
Good on you for taking time to commit to 2 kisses. I really appreciate that about you. All right. Bye, everyone.
Night.